Hey guys, welcome back. I am going to be tracking my ovulation in the months leading up to us trying to conceive. I use the Fertility Friend app to track everything. This is what it looks like. I'm sorry, I have like no makeup on, just ignore. I know I look sleepy. I am tired. Mom of two life. Typically I use the Easy at Home brand, which I like. I've never had any issues with them. They always seem really accurate. But I did just recently start using the Clinical Guard ovulation test strips just because I ran out of the Easy at Home brand and I won these in like a group that I'm on. Today on cycle day 12, I am going to take this Clinical Guard one, and then I also picked these up at Target. This is the first time that I've ever tried any type of digital ovulation test before, but I just thought that it would be kind of fun to compare it to the Cheapie test. This brand is EPT. I got it from Target. Numeric digital ovulation test was $33.99 at Target, and it comes with 1 digital reader and 10 cartridges. I am going to compare these two in my days leading up to ovulation. Okay. First, I'm gonna pee in a cup.
A few moments later.
So I've got my pee. I'm going to dip the Clinical Guard test. 1, 2, 3. We'll do this one next. Remove 1 test cartridge from its foil pouch. Find the arrow on the test cartridge. Use within 1 hour after opening foil pouch. This is the digital reader, and these are the test cartridges. So you remove this from the pouch. This is what it looks like. So you want to line up the arrows. So the arrow on this should line up with the arrow. Insert it until it clicks. A clock symbol will appear on the display screen. Do not use until the clock symbol is displayed. Perform the test. Let's dip it for 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 13, 14, 15. Okay. It's thinking now. And this is what the other one is looking like, the first one I took. That is the Clinical Guard test. The one on top is the one I took yesterday, and then the one on the bottom is the one that I just now took. And it hasn't even been the full 3 minutes, but it's pretty obviously not going to be a positive result. However, I do think it looks darker than yesterday's. So I'm guessing that the luteinizing hormone is... Oh, wow, I'm surprised. This actually says yes. That's interesting to me because this Cheapie one is very clearly negative. Positive is when it's greater than or equal to 30. That came up really fast too. It said the results within 3 minutes. This was within like less than a minute. The Cheapie test is getting a little bit darker, but it's still negative. It still doesn't indicate a surge. The one on top is the one I took yesterday. This middle one here is the one that I just took. And then this is the digital one that I just took. It's just interesting to me that the digital one is indicating that I am having my surge right now when this one's very clearly not positive. So I guess I will be back tomorrow to test again and to see what happens. Okay, bye. Hi you guys, it is the next day. I'm gonna go ahead and take another ovulation test. I will do the Cheapie Clinical Guard brand and then also the digital test again. There is the Clinical Guard test that I will be taking. 1, 2, 3, okay. And then I need this is the digital test. You don't want to dip your test until the clock appears. And you dip it for 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 13, 14, 15. We'll see what it says. Okay, so it's flashing Yesterday's number was 73. Any number over 30 is considered positive. This kind of feels like I'm taking a pregnancy test right now, even though I know I'm not. I know it's an ovulation test. Standing here waiting on the result gives me feelings. It just brings back like waiting on a pregnancy test to turn positive or negative, and it just kind of gives you some anxiety. Okay, this is really weird. I'm wondering if the one I took yesterday was faulty, considering the Cheapie test that I took yesterday was negative. So now I'm thinking that maybe the Cheapie tests were correct and the digital one was negative. Or I mean, the digital one was incorrect. I'll keep testing, I'll keep updating this video because like I said, I'm tracking my cycle before we actually try for a baby. Hey guys, so this is testing day number 3. I'm on cycle day 14 right now. Here is the clinical guard. I'll go ahead and dip that first and let it get going. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll go ahead and get the digital one going. One, 2, 3, 13, 14, 15. Then lay it flat. So I only just dipped the little Cheapie test and it's already looking dark, like darker than yesterday's. So yeah, it's not even done reading and it's already got a good line. I don't know what that surge was that the digital read on Monday, but I don't think it was accurate. So yesterday this was no and it said 4. I'm gonna guess that it'll still say no today, but I'm thinking that the number will be a little bit higher than 4. So I was right, it does say no, which I expected, but the number is higher. It reads 25 now. So I'm gonna go ahead and show the Cheapie test one last time because it is considerably darker. It's obviously not positive yet, but it's definitely getting there. I'm guessing my surge will probably be tomorrow the 5th and I will likely ovulate on Friday the 6th. So that's my prediction. We'll see what happens. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. Yeah, cycle day 15, and I'm gonna go ahead and take another ovulation test. You know the drill, so I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
Okay, got my pee. I thought I set you down here so that you could actually see what I'm doing. Here's the Cheapie. Go ahead, do that first. 1, 2, 3. I'll lay this one out. 1, 2, 3, 13, 14, 15. Okay. The Cheapie test is just dipped and it's already really dark. It hasn't even been the 3-minute mark yet, and normally this test line isn't quite this dark right away, like if it's going to be negative. So my guess is that will be positive, and the digital one should be positive as well. My guess is that my surge is today and I will ovulate tomorrow. So if I ovulate tomorrow, that puts me at ovulating on cycle day 16. Yeah. So I might have like a 30-day cycle this month, possibly 29 days, but we'll see. I'm honestly fine with it being longer than normal because it would be fun if we got to find out like as close to Milo's birthday as possible. I mean, obviously that's not a big deal. That's not like a deal breaker in conceiving or not. The point is to have a child, not to find out on a certain date. It would have been fun to be able to find out if Milo was going to be a big brother on his birthday. So the digital test is done. It says, well, if I don't throw it around first. So the digital test is done. It says no, and it says 13. And this Cheapie test is way darker than it has been. Like the Cheapie test is following the correct and the usual progression of things. It's slowly getting darker. So I'm just gonna say right now that I'm not a fan of the digital test. This is the second time now where it's given me a result that really doesn't make sense. So yesterday's Cheapie test is Not as dark as today's Cheapie's test, but yesterday's digital reading was a lot higher than today's digital reading. Also on Monday, when it gave me that yes reading, there's no way that that was positive. The Cheapie test was not positive. I had 0 signs and symptoms of impending ovulation. I don't think that it was correct at all. And I also don't think that this reading today is correct. I'm glad I'm doing this, like I'm experimenting, because if I didn't and I wanted to use this when we were actually trying to conceive, then we might run into some issues. You know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna take another digital with the same urine sample and see if it gives the same result. That'll be interesting to see. Okay. With my Cheapie test from today being so close to being positive, I would really expect this one to have a much higher number than it had today. I'll leave that right there, and I'll be right back. So again, this is the exact same urine sample, and now it's giving me a positive result. I mean, obviously the answer is yes or almost yes, because this one is so close to being positive. So far I'm not feeling pretty confident about the digital test, but I do trust the Cheapie tests. So there you go.
Tomorrow.
Good morning, guys. I just took a Cheapie ovulation test. It showed up as very positive right away, which is exactly what I was expecting it to do. As you can see, the test line is stealing dye from the control line. So this is a very obviously positive test. So it's pretty safe to say, just based on that and based on symptoms, that my ovulation day is either today or tomorrow. My surge may have began yesterday, and so usually I ovulate like 24 hours after the beginning of my surge, not when the test is at its most positive. So yes, this is like peak, but I'm pretty sure that the surge probably began yesterday. I am going to take a digital and see what this one says. 1, 2, 14, 15. It's already blinking. Sometimes it starts to blink sooner than other times. If you can hear a random noise in the background, that's my Roomba cleaning. Okay, so this is obviously very positive as well, which I do believe is accurate. This makes sense. It says greater than 100, and the test range only goes up to 100. Pretty sure that I'm ovulating today, which is cycle day 16. Pretty sure my period will be on Saturday, September 21st. Here is the progression of all of my tests, starting with 5 or 6 days ago, and then all the way up until this morning. Super clearly positive, although I believe my surge may have started yesterday. And here's my digital for today. All right, I'm gonna go, guys. I will talk to you later. Hi, guys. Okay, it is 3 days past ovulation now. I just figured I would go ahead and do my last ovulation tests just to kind of wrap up this cycle of testing. Go ahead. 13, 14, 15. Wait a minute. There's no clock. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'll let that one go. And then this is like not even. Okay, so I just inserted another one and the blinky clock is not showing up. And that was my last test strip as well. So I think this broke before I was even able to finish out all the test cartridges, which this was already expensive, so it does kind of suck that I wasn't able to use the final remaining test cartridges. I guess that just goes along with my initial feeling that I pretty much don't recommend this digital test. I think overall I got more consistent and more reliable results just using the Cheapie test strips from Amazon. I think that's all I would recommend using, honestly. I've had good luck with Clinical Guard and Easy at Home. My period is expected in about 11 days, so like around September 21st. And that will officially mark, I think, the first cycle of trying to conceive. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I guess that's basically it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.